Choose any ATM of your convenience and stand a chance to win gold sovereigns.
Lanka Pay.
Indian Minister of External Affairs Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar arrived in Sri Lanka on an official visit this morning. The visiting External Affairs Minister, who was accompanied by senior officials of the Ministry of External Affairs of India, was welcomed upon arrival by Sri Lankan Foreign Secretary Aruni Vijayawardena and Indian High Commissioner in Colombo Santosh Jha. This is Dr. Jaishankar's first visit following the election of Anurukumar Dissanayake as the 9th Executive President of Sri Lanka. The visiting Indian External Affairs Minister called on President Anurukumar Dissanayake this afternoon at the Presidential Secretariat in Colombo. The discussions focused on furthering cooperation between the two nations in multiple sectors. Dr. Jaishankar reaffirmed India's full support for Sri Lanka's economic rehabilitation, highlighting India's commitment to assisting in tourism, investment, electricity, energy services and the dairy industry. He emphasized that Sri Lanka could leverage India's vast market to boost its economic recovery. President Dissanayake expressed his appreciation for the financial support India provided during Sri Lanka's recent economic crisis and stressed the importance of continued collaboration. The meeting also touched on areas of mutual interest, including fisheries and promoting national unity. On behalf of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Minister Jaishankar extended an invitation to President Dissanayake to visit India at a mutually convenient date. Further, President Dissanayake also extended an invitation to the Prime Minister of India to visit Sri Lanka. Later, the visiting Indian Minister of External Affairs called on Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya and held discussions on digital public infrastructure, training and capacity building. Both sides have agreed to work together to advance partnership. Meanwhile, Indian Minister of External Affairs Dr. Jaishankar met with Minister of Foreign Affairs Vijitha Herath. During the bilateral discussions, various dimensions of India-Sri Lanka partnership were reviewed. In an ex-post, Dr. Jaishankar noted that assurance of India's continued support for Sri Lanka's economic rebuilding was given to the Sri Lankan Foreign Minister. He also noted that India's neighbourhood first policy and Sagar outlook, which stands for security and growth for all in the region, will always guide the advancement of India-Lanka ties. The Indian External Affairs Minister also met with former President Ranil Wickremesinghe at his private residence in Colombo. During the discussions, former President Ranil Wickremesinghe requested India to provide the same level of support extended to his government to the new government. In a tweet on the X platform, the Indian External Affairs Minister said he thanked Sri Lanka's former president for his efforts in advancing India-Sri Lanka ties in the last 2 years. Dr. Jaishankar added that former President Wickremesinghe was assured that India will continue to commit to Sri Lanka's economic recovery and development. In the meantime, Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar also met with the leader of the Samaki Jana Balawege, Sajith Premadasa. On the X platform, the former opposition leader Premadasa noted that Sri Lanka looks forward to India's continued fullest support in advancing the island nation's stability and growth while supporting Sri Lanka's mutual interests for regional development.